So I'm going to show you a quick little bridging series using your magic circle. So go ahead and grab it for me, and you're going to lie down on your back. And then you're actually going to place your legs through the magic circle, and the magic circle is going to be right around the top of the thighs. And then your knees are going to be aligned with your heels. All right, so you don't want the heels too far out or too close in. Keep those heels aligned with your sit bones and the knees. So come back onto your back. Make sure the heels aren't too far away, right? So bring them as close as you can. I know the circle will get in the way a little bit, and that's fine. So while we're lying down here, start with your breathing, right? And then as you exhale, we find a gentle tuck of the pelvis, and inhale, widen the sit bones. Exhale, we tuck. Inhale, we widen. Just bring in a little bit of awareness to that pelvis. And I would go for about 6 pelvic tucks as you roll. On your last one, you're going to exhale to curl in. And then find wide sit bones and hold the wide sit bones. We keep the pelvis steady without moving it. We exhale to crush the circle out. Inhale, bring the legs back in. Exhale, out. Inhale, in. Good. We exhale, we press out. Inhale, in. Good. And then from a different angle, this is what it would look like, right? I exhale, press out. Inhale, in. Exhale, out. Inhale, in. Feel free to lift your head up and look at your knees to make sure you're pressing out evenly with both legs. And I'm pressing out, making sure I'm not tucking to do that and shifting around. My tailbone can stay anchored, and I can still use outer of part of the leg to move. Last one, I would do about 6 of those in a row. And then knees can stay aligned with the hips. We're just gently holding the circle. You can exhale to curl and lift up into a nice bridge. So the feet are anchored down evenly. Middle of the heel, big toe, pinky toe joints are all down. And then I make sure my knees are lengthening out so the front of the hip can stay nice and soft, open, and then my ribs stay a little heavy. And then I delay my hips and I articulate down nice and slow. And I roll my hips back to that neutral. All right, so we exhale to curl. Dig the feet down, lengthen the knees, roll all the way up. And I would do about a good 6 to 8 articulated bridges. And then once you finish that last one, you stay lifted. Find your hip hinge where the front of the hip melts to lower almost all the way down as those sit bones widen. We dig the feet, lift ourselves back up. Hinge almost all the way down. And then come all the way back up. Good. And you're going to hip hinge about 8 times. And we finish those hip hinges. You're going to go ahead, stay lifted, and find a little bit of rotation with the pelvis. So different angle, that's going to look like this. One hip lifts up to the ceiling, we find center, and then the other one comes up. So it's going to be nice and small. And then the circle will do a good job at helping stabilize my legs so they don't shift around too much, right? We're trying to get deep rotators here to turn on a little bit as we rotate. Good. And we're also rotating, making sure that the hips don't drop as I do that. So we're going to go for a good 8 lifts and drops on each side. Once you finish, you find center, and then from here, keep that pelvis lifted and supported. Exhale, press out on that circle. Inhale, back in. Exhale, out and in. As you press in and out, there's no dropping up and down. Those knees keep lengthening out as you open and close for another about a total of 8 to 10 press outs. So once you finish that 10th one, you can just bring the circle in, just hold it, little pulses, 2 to 3 inches down, dig the feet, lift yourself up, 2 to 3 inches down and up, and go for a total of 10 pulses. And once you finish those 10 pulses, you can lower all the way down. Go ahead, Bring the knees in, take that circle out. And that's your quick bridging series with your magic circle.